Introduction about me. First of all, very good afternoon to all. Yes, is this audible from my side? Okay. So I think I should have to start. Let me share the screen. Give me a minute. My voice is clearly audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Screen is visible. Okay. So very warm welcome to all for this workshop, and thank you for giving this opportunity to conduct a workshop lecture accordingly related to your digital and cyber forensic. So uh, let's move forward. So first of all, I want to start with the interaction. So I would like to ask you some basic questions. The first question is displaying on your screen. So what is computer? Just tell me as per your knowledge, as per your opinion, you know. Yes, anybody, just unmute yourself or drop a answer in the chat box.
Isale,
Is there somebody has been unmuted his or her mic? Kindly mute yourself. Yes, anybody? What is the computer? Do you know what is mean by computer?
Electronic machine that can store a file or information, etc.
Okay, so this is all about the computer. So it's exactly right. This is nothing but an electronic machine which is going to processing on some data which are the data you are going to giving or providing as an input to that particular machine, and it is going to processing on it, and it is going to giving output whatever the as per the user requirement. Second question is what is mobile? Simply, what do you mean by mobile? क्या है mobile?
Wireless
Basically,
device that helps user to receive a call or sending message and various multiple operations.
yes, it is nothing but the one kind of electronic device which is mainly used for communication purpose. So why we are going to using the main objective or main purpose behind to use this mobile, that is nothing but a communication. And after that, we are also going to using or implementing as like a computer. Nowadays, smart mode has been replaced a lots of computer, and they have taken a place of computer. So they are having same feature in there. So this is nothing but the simple definition of mobile. Next question is, what is hardware? Because you are all are the digital cyber forensic student, you are forensic having background, so you should have to know about the basic things. Then we will move forward.
Physical parts of a computer.
hardware,
Yes, go ahead. Yes, correct.
hardware
Hardware is
refers
known
to
as
the
physical parts of computer.
Okay, good.
device.
So
Hardware refers to the machinery, to the various components and equipment of the computer system.
yes. So when we call at particular device is a hardware, when it having a particular physical property, then we call it as a hardware. Okay. So this is a simple thing, simple basic. These are a simple, very basic question. Like let me know, what is your opinion or what is your knowledge behind it? You should have to clear with this basic thing. So next question is, what is software? Likewise.
It's a set of instructions.
Yes, exactly. So it is a set
That,
of instruction which are
yeah, ma'am.
formatted and in complete one particular format which we known as a program source or programming. Okay. So
That will tell the computer what to do.
yes, exactly. So software also having two types of mainly software, application software and system software. So without system software application software are not going to run on computer. So software, that's why it is very important and it is very necessary to know about this component of computer. Next question is, what is a cyber crime?
Ma'am,
Cyber
cyber crime. बोल रहे
Yes,
प्रशांत.
one by one. Yes.
Ma'am, criminal activities carried out by the use of computer.
Yes, exactly. Good. Yeah, and yes, anybody want to give answer?
Ma'am, cyber crime is a criminal activity which involves a computer. Means
Yes.
basically it is a computer oriented crime, like something like that. It includes a computer and a network.
Okay, very good. So
Computer have
when
been used in execution of crime, that in that case.
yes, correct, exactly. Good explanation. When a particular suspect or criminal want to commit any kind of illegal activity related to by using a network system, by using a computer system, so mainly the main evidence that has been involved or targeted in the cybercrime, that is a computer. So the crime which are happen or occur with the help of computer system as well as the digital devices, so that we included as a under the title of cyber crimes. Yes. So I think all of you are might be clear with this basic thing. That's a good thing. Yes. Very good answer I have received. My next slide is visible.
No,
no,
ma'am.
present is second slide only.
First slide you are seeing on screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Now it is visible.
Yeah, ma'am.
So we are going to moving forward related to cyber forensic one by one, step by step. Okay. So first we have to know about what is a cyber forensic. And now I can consider that all of you students who have joined here for the workshop lecture, they might have a good knowledge of computer science or computer forensic. So we'll move forward as per the taking into consideration that knowledge. What is a cyber forensic? First thing, like, you know that very well, what is exactly cybercrime. So cyber forensic, it is related, like, you are going to, as a forensic expert, we are going to investigating, gathering and analyzing and presenting those data which are completely acceptable to the court of law. So cyber forensic, it is nothing but uh, investigating any kind of information. Yes, and I think somebody has unmuted
Ma'am,
themselves.
can we say extracting data as a proof of crime?
Sorry.
Can we say, process of extracting data from computer as a crime, as a proof of crime? Sorry.
Can you ask this question as later at the end of the session when the question answer session is there? Because I have to complete this first session while explaining all this thing, and when the question answer session will going to be open for you, then go for it. Yes, is it okay? Yes, is it okay?
Yeah, it
Yes,
is
ma'am.
okay.
Okay. So what is cyber forensic? Let me tell you, like, we should have to investigate. Investigation, you know the investigation process. So first we have to investigate the data which we got from the crime scene. Then we are going to collecting those digital data on the particular crime scene when particular cyber crime is going to happen. And after that we are going to proceeding for analyzing it. We are going to doing analysis, what exactly we have to find it out from whatever the data we have gathered it from, and whatever the data we need to analyze for a further investigation purpose. So last step is presenting. After the completion of your analysis, you are going to presenting those data in the format which is going to be acceptable by court. So this is like main steps of cyber forensics. So cyber forensic, it is a combination of these four main steps which are displaying on your screen. Okay. So this is all about cyber forensic. Simply, now let's take a look related to what are the definitions of computer forensic. As per the well-known cyber expert that has been given a well-known definition, that is, uh, give me a minute. Yes, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me learn firstly what are the definition of computer forensic. So here, that's it is nothing but the simple application of computer investigation analysis technique in the interest of determining a potential and legal evidences, which this definition is given by Judd Robbins. So this is the simplest form of definition according to that. And second definition which are given by Rodney McCabe in 1996, there has been said like forensic computing, it is a process of identifying, preserving, analyzing and presenting the digital evidences in manner that is legally acceptable. That has been previously I have been explained. So this is a second well-known and popular definition related to computer forensic. Third thing is there is a study of evidences from attacks on computer system in order to learn what has been occurred, how to prevent it from reoccurring, and the extent of the damage. It is the definition given by McGraw-Hill Dictionary of Scientific and Technical Terms. So this is nothing but the, if we are going to take a look on this, it is nothing but the combination of all the our main basic forensic processes. Like from, we are starting from identification and we are just stopping overall to maintaining chain of custody. So this is a definition of computer forensic. So let me change the slide. Next slide is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
सो व्हाई देयर इज नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस साइबर फोरेंसिक. क्या नीड है, मतलब हमें क्यों अंडरस्टैंड करना चाहिए, ये फील्ड में क्यों आना चाहिए, क्यों सीखना चाहिए कि हाउ टू इन्वेस्टिगेट दैट पर्टिकुलर साइबर फोरेंसिक. So this is a one thing, and for that you should have to know about, like you know that very well in your surrounding a lots of cyber crime is going to happen as per the technology is going to evaluating day by day. So you should have to upgrade yourself. Like आपको एक स्टेप जो कल्प्रिट है या सस्पेक्ट है या जो भी क्रिमिनल है उससे आगे जाके एक स्टेप सोचना पड़ेगा. सो फॉर to overcome this problem related to cyber crime, you have to finding out its solution. You are going to learning about forensic, cyber forensic. So there are, you know that there are types of crime is happen like identity theft, cyber espionage, then exit scam, crypto jacking, credit card fraud, software piracy, cyber extortion. So these are nothing but the different kinds of example over there. So this is very important to know about this crime, and to solve this crime you should have to know about the types of cyber crime happen. The way, the modus of operandi, you should have to firstly understand about it. So there is a need to understand all these basic things related to cybercrime. What exactly cybercrime is, which kind of crimes this happen, the way of committing of the crime, the mode or the medium that has been utilized while to committing any illegal activity, which kind of networking devices has been used, which kind of operating system has been involved, which kind of the computer system has been involved, which kind of electrical devices which having a digital format of data which present over there. So all these things are going to combining together to make you clear about what exactly cybercrime is. And if you are going to firstly clear about all these things, then and then you can understand how to proceed for the investigation. So firstly you should have to go about or learn about the these basic things, what exactly cyber forensic is. So you can see the second image. My screen is completely visible to all.
Yes, ma'am.
In the second image, you can see clearly there are, like, nowadays technologies has been much advanced like previously. If you comparing and just looking the first generation, and if you are going to comparing those generation with the current generation, then you can see the lots of technical things are going to has been upgraded. So you are going to using a recent technology, you are not going to waiting for using the technology as compared to the last generation, or is this first generation. If you are going to comparing this generation with the first generation, then you can see a lots of difference are there. So as per their difference concern, जो क्रिमिनल्स है उनका एक साइबर क्राइम में इन्वॉल्व होने का, और जो भी इलीगल एक्टिविटी कमिट करते हैं by using some network, by using some computer, that has been completely changed, or you can say it has been advanced. So firstly you should have to go to the basic things, how to use this all the evaluated technology or evolutionary technology in a specific way. So you have to firstly understand what technology is, how to handle it, what are the security measures of it. So all these things are basic thing you should have to learn first, then you are going to using that technology. So why these things are important? Because as when we are going to working as a cyber forensic expert in the any forensic science laboratory or in a private sector, you should have to upgrade yourself with the skill, with the particular knowledge and lots of practice related to it. So this is very important for you to know and upgrade yourself with these techniques. So then and then you can only understand or overcome the loopholes which are going to found in this technology, or you can finding out solution in better way. If is any kind of case is going to come in to investigate on the spot, then you should have to understand which kind of cyber crime is happen. Okay, then it is first thing you are going to investigate, like which crime category under that particular crime is fallen down. You know that IT Act, Information Technology Act 2000, an amendment which is going to giving describe a particular section. Lots of sections are there as per the crime described. They are giving a particular definition of that crime when we are going to consider that crime in under this technology. Like there is a digital signature definition has been there, cyber terrorism definition has been there along with its punishment. So when we are going to calling that particular act as a cyber crime, there has been given over there. So all these things are necessary to know and understand, then and then you can be investigate any kind of crime which are you are going to receiving as a case on in the cyber forensic lab. Okay, next slide is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me try to make it. Some network issues there. Okay. So let me tell you one more important thing related to cybercrime, that is cyber espionage versus cyber warfare. So cyber espionage, it is nothing but not inherently military related, but maybe initiated by government backed intelligence organization. So it included a prepared trade gain and economic potential, security, business and technology age. जो भी आपकी government related sectors है, that is going to be hacked, or backend they are going to trying to getting all the information by using some illegal activity or by using some updated software. So attack they are going to doing on such particular government website or particular site for gaining all those information which are over there stored in the government server. So without their authentication, without their permission, they want to access it. So attack vectors include downstream software from supply chain partners, and it is going to focusing on stealthy attack that can last for month or longer. So आपने कभी देखा होगा, सुना होगा बहुत बार कि कोई एक पर्टिकुलर साइट है, वेबसाइट है, इंस्टीट्यूशन है, कोई गवर्नमेंट साइट है, वो थोड़ी हैक हो गई, उसमें कोई इंफॉर्मेशन या कोई पेज चेंज हो गया. Some students are trying to accessing it, some students are trying to log in over there, but it is not happened. That site is completely down or completely hacked. What is that? They are trying to gaining the all the access without the taking proper authenticate permission. Okay, it is unauthenticate access they are trying to taking over there. So it is known as cyber espionage. So you can say it is a form of attack that steals and classified sensitive data, or you can say it is an intellectual property to gain an advantage over the competitive company or government entity. So it is responsible for exploiting vulnerability in website और ब्राउजर. कुछ ट्रोजन हो या वल्नरेबिलिटी हो, जो भी आपकी जब भी कोई एक साइट डिजाइन होती है या पर्टिकुलर सर्वर या गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर के रिलेटेड जो भी साइट या वेबसाइट पब्लिश होती है या एप्लीकेशन आता है. सो आपने अभी कोविड में एक्सपीरियंस किया होगा, कोविड का एक ऐप था जिसपे आप रजिस्ट्रेशन करके नियर बाय आपके हेल्थ के रिलेटेड दैट इज गोइंग टू शोइंग अ डिटेल्स. यस, ये किसी ने एक्सपीरियंस किया है? that app is completely faked and lots of argument has been happen from government side कि ये हमने अभी भी approve नहीं किया, but some people are showed that that is governmentally approved application. Yes, ये किसी ने experience किया है this COVID condition में? What is the name of that application if anybody know? एक स्टार्टिंग में एप्लीकेशन था जो आपका लाइक यू शुड हैव टू इंस्टॉल इट एंड कनेक्ट एंड गिव द फिल द इंफॉर्मेशन. आपका एज क्या है, नेम क्या है, आपका आपको सिम्टम्स क्या क्या है, देन you are going to getting that whether it is a symptoms like COVID, then you should have to visit a doctor like for checking purpose. Yes, yes, किसी को पता है? Yes, you can unmute yourself and give answer.
आरोग्य सेतु.
Yes, आरोग्य
मैम
सेतु. Yes, so ये होता है साइबर स्पियोनेज में. The government is not going to approve sometime, but sometime it is approved by government, but some peoples who want to commit some illegal activity, like उनको पता होता है कि इसमें लूप होल्स क्या है. लूप होल्स मतलब उसमें वीक पॉइंट क्या है, जिससे हम कहते हैं vulnerability. Vulnerability it is a thing which is nothing but a weakness of that particular computer system, or weakness, or you can say other related very weak point of that particular design. So they are going to finding out and they are going to trying to break over the rules or policies that has been implemented over there. So this is a cyber espionage. So you can say it is like they are going to using a phishing attack, like they are going to spreading a spear phishing emails designed to escape the attackers of network privileges. Like they can use a malware, they can use a trojan, they can use a worms, they can send n numbers of spam mails to the user in the name of other person like government or other particular reputed organization. So this is nothing but the cyber espionage. Now what is a cyber warfare? So it is more likely to initiated by military commanders, like for security and safety purpose. It is prepared to disrupt the activities of organization and nation state for strategic, economic or military purpose. Attack vector is included critical infrastructure. It is more likely to focus on quickly attacks aimed to causing a damage. So it is these two terms are completely different, but you should have to understand like name is completely, if you are going to comparing the name cyber espionage and cyber warfare, so it is quite similar and it is belonging from a government sector and military commanders. So it is very important to know the difference between them. My next slide is visible. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So next point is like process involved in a cyber process forensic. What are the process we are going to follow while investigating a particular cybercrime. So first thing, you should have to taking a digital copy of the system under investigation. So I think most of the people who have listening this lecture right now, they must have to know about the rule of cyber forensic. Then what is that? Who is going to telling? If anybody know, क्या है एक most important rule है cyber forensic का? Yes, if anybody know.
जो भी एविडेंस है उसको आप ओरिजिनल एविडेंस पे आप एक्सपेरिमेंट नहीं कर सकते, उसके कॉपीज पे आपको एक्सपेरिमेंट करना पड़ेगा.
Exactly, correct. That's a right answer. Very good. So you never going to performing directly investigation or analysis or examination on original evidence. What you have to do? You have to go over there on the spot of the crime. You should have to extract the data. You have to make an image of it. Means you have to duplicate the particular digital evidence, and then you are going to trying to proceed for further analysis on that particular copy. Never you are going to trying on original copy of digital evidence, whatever the information it have included. So taking a digital copy of the system under which is under investigation. Second thing is verifying and authenticating digital copy. So verification is very important. Verification authentication, why it is important? Because after analysis you should have to verify whatever the things you have been analysis, whatever the digital evidence you have been received in the laboratory for the examination purpose, that should be verified as per the your case file is received. You should have to verify that what they have been asked, which kind of question they have been asked, and which kind of findings you got. So you should have to verify and authenticate the digital copy. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए like in one case they have been like from police personnel, when you are going to receive a digital evidences in the forensic science laboratory for further analysis, then you should have to first what you are going to verifying that case file क्या है exactly, crime क्या हुआ है. Second thing you are looking for, what exactly the evidences they have been sent for the examination. So they have been given list or enlisted in the file of that particular case. So you should have to verify कि जो आपको lab में receive हुआ है, whatever it is, it included mobile, whether it is it included particular hard disk drive, whether it is included computer system, laptops. Number of digital evidences are there may be possibility you will getting from crime scene. So whether it is a primary storage devices or whether it is a secondary storage devices, you should have to verify those evidences with the enlisted evidences in the case. So this is one thing. Second thing is authentication, means with the proper sign has been taken on the police personnel from the police personnel and scientific officer, it is authenticated to investigate or proceed for further for analysis purpose. So you should have to verify and authenticate the digital copy. Next thing is that you are going to ensuring the copied data is forensically appropriate. How you are going to doing this? So for that, you know that in forensic digital and cyber forensic, there are n number of tools we are going to implementing or using for the examination. ऐसा नहीं कि एक tool that is sufficient. अगर हमने एक टूल से कोई डेटा हमने एग्जामिन कर लिया, एनालिसिस कर लिया, that is sufficient. It is not sufficient. If you want to check or if you want to verify it, ensure it कि आपने जो एनालिसिस किया that is correct, then similar way अगर आपको like take it as an example, आपको कोई फोरेंसिक इमेज बनाना है हार्ड डिस्क ड्राइव का, जो भी आपके पास एविडेंस है उसका इमेज बनाना है फोरेंसिक, आपको पता है इमेजिंग, यस, इमेजिंग और क्लोनिंग पता है ना?
Yes ma'am, yes ma'am.
Okay, so imaging जब आप करते हो, so when you are going to using a particular software or tool for the imaging, doing imaging, then after complete with this examination or imaging process, you will get a one image according to from that software. Second thing, what you have to do, you have to use a similar level or similar license software to verify कि एक टूल से ये रिजल्ट मिला है इस एविडेंस का, so same result you should have to get it from the another tool you are going to using. So ये अगर match हो गया, then your result is completely, you can ensure that and you can conclude that it is authenticated, means whatever the analysis you have been processed, that is in correct manner. So this is the third thing you should have to always keep in mind. Next thing is searching for required data using keyword. एनालिसिस के बाद अगर आपने सॉफ्टवेयर को यूज किए हैं, जैसे कि ओपन सोर्सेस सॉफ्टवेयर है, अटोप्सी है, स्लेट किट का, then आपके license ware अगर आप if you are going to take in a consideration, then there is a NK software is there, mobile edit software is there, lots of softwares are available which are some are open sources which are easily available with the limited version and limited feature, and some are licenseware meaning you have to purchase it. So that's why we call it a licenseware and open sources. This is the main thing. So searching for required data using keyword. अगर आपके पास केस है, कोई मोबाइल है, मोबाइल रिलेटेड व्हाट्सएप रिलेटेड कोई क्राइम आपके पास केस आई है, सो लाइक सम ऑन व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप दे हैव बीन यूज्ड सम अब्यूजिव वर्ड, एक पर्टिकुलर ग्रुप पे एक इंसान ने कुछ अब्यूजिव वर्ड करके कुछ मैटर डाला है, सो यू हैव टू एनालाइज कि whether that message is of the person phone number, you should have to verify that. So accordingly, for verification you have to use a particular tool to extract all the data from the mobile, all the WhatsApp chat from the mobile. So you know that NCASE is very popular and well known tool which are working for all, giving all the solution in ready-made format. You just have to adapt the skill how to handle it, that's it. So NCASE is a one and all solution for all the kinds of extraction. For that, and UFED is there, UFED is also good one. So it is giving you same extraction, it having particular software packages which are installed as per the operating system we are going to consider related to mobile. So एक केस है जिसमें कोई abusive word या abusive matter group पे forward किया है या डाला गया है. So in that, for the investigation you are going to using either license, mostly licensewares are there. If you are going to using like open sources like SlaveKit, Autopsy over there, then you should have to search or focus on what exactly requirement has been given there. उनको required क्या है, उनको किस चीज का analysis करना है. For example, mobile is there, you got the mobile for handling, for analysis, then there are lots of application software has been installed on the but to concentrate with applications. So for that, you are going to using any mobile software. Then you just use word keyword search. There is actually which will to match that pattern you have entered in the keyword one is going to be limited. Okay, so the as well after got the result, you should to prepare email report. Why I have used your beside them in technical form. So like you're getting okay. So let's say enter with the other party. So not any so as a layman person, you should have to report by using address to simple and for functionality. They are going to generate it for loading arts and do party as previous and stand date is to the you to get into that. So it is I would be for the okay. So what skills necessary to learn of first कह सकते कि हर एक मिनट में हर एक टेक्निक वहाँ पे एडवांस होके मार्केट में लॉन्च हो रही है. So you should have to go with that. समझ लो कि क्या क्या टेक्निक्स आ रही है. You have to learn with that technique. आपको यूज नहीं करना, that's okay. But for the investigation purpose, you should have to understand and learn that technology, how to use it. So technical aptitude is very important. Attention to detail. So observation is very important. अटेंशन इन डिटेल. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आप कोई पर्टिकुलर क्राइम पे इन्वेस्टिगेशन के लिए गए हो, which is nothing but considered as a cyber crime, and whenever you are going to taking a look on it, then if you observe a computer screen is or computer is running out, means screen is running or under in process, and you are just trying to seize that computer. मतलब ठीक है, अभी ये क्राइम सीन है, मुझे कंप्यूटर सीज करना है, विदाउट लुकिंग ऑन स्क्रीन की क्या चल रहा है वो छोड़ के आपने अगर सीजर पे या सीजिंग पे अटेंशन दिया, सो यू मे बी देयर मे बी चांसेस टू लॉस पोटेंशियल एविडेंस ऑन द स्पॉट. सो अटेंशन डिटेल इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि उसको क्या अटैच है, उस पर क्या प्रोसेस चल रही है. यू शुड हैव टू कैप्चर इट, फोटोग्राफ इट by using our camera DSLR. So attention in detail is very important. Third thing is knowledge. Knowledge is very 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 important. ऐसा नहीं कि आज मैंने इतना सीखा so that is sufficient. You should have to update yourself. बहुत सारे ways है अपडेट करने के, जैसे कि most prominent way और authenticate way I want to suggest you, that is go for research paper. बहुत सारे क्या होता है, जो भी टेक्नोलॉजी इन्वेंट होती है, एक तो वो रिसर्च फॉर्मेट में आती है, नहीं तो उसका पेटेंट निकलता है. ये दो चीजें बहुत ही फास्ट वे में होती है. So you should have to look for how many technology is how many technology has been launched in the market, and उसके related उसका description क्या है, how, in which way you are going to using this technology, and second thing, how you are going to handling this technology in smarter way. So this is most important thing.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, your voice is not coming.
Now am I audible?
Yes, now you're audible.
Okay. Actually, it means here is Tuesday and it's already what is Monday. Today we are going to job. So I have kind of more. Am I able sufficient?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
But fairly need communication skills. This is very basic. We are going to learning, for instance, how to know your basic and your and your business. What important is actually so people could get about me. You get them. No, this is very practical. So this basically writing skill is very important. As we you first to have to you can predict use of getting that report address, but you have to consider two functions. Security related to cyber well enable to overcome and you not yourself but related to security. So you have to say what this is why but okay outside the risk as a consequence. So nice and I can just to because I skill is नहीं कैसे long working in a safe or cyber forensic. Yes, the screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
So why we are going to learning? To achieve something, we are going to learning something. Yes, first we are going to setting some aim or objective or goal. To achieve that, we are going to learning lot of things. We are going to doing a practice day by day, and we are trying to acquire lots of knowledge as per the practice concern, as per the experience concern, as per the knowledge concern. So what are the objective behind this computer forensic? To recover, analyze, preserve computer and related materials. This is a simple first basic and foremost objective. You are going to recover, analyze, preserve computer related material. सेकंड थिंग टू पॉस्टुलेट द मोटिव बिहाइंड द क्राइम. आपको फाइंड आउट करना है कि क्राइम कैसे हुआ है, उसका समरी निकाल के आपको आइडिया आ जाता है कि हाउ एग्जैक्टली द वे ऑफ और व्हाट इज द मोडस ऑपरेंडी ऑफ द क्राइम, कैसे क्राइम हुआ है, द वे दैट हैज बीन कमिटेड crime. So you are going to postulate the motive behind the crime. Motive kya hai? Whether it is a financial gain, whether it is a revenge kind of thing, whether it is a like for just teasing someone, or whether it is a damaging some person reputation. So it depends on this. Next thing is designing the procedure at the suspected crime scene. You are going to reconstructing crime scene. So how to prevent that particular crime scene is going to happen again. So for that you should have to implement some security measure over there, in particular infrastructure. Next thing is data acquisition and duplication. This is a very important and well-known thing or well-known skill you required in a digital and cyber forensic laboratory for the examination or analysis purpose, being as a forensic science student. So data acquisition and duplication is important. Next thing is to identify evidence quickly, producing a computer forensic report, as we have discussed in the last. And preserving evidence, ये important है कि आपको digital evidences पता है, but आपको पता ही नहीं कि how to prevent, how to preserve it. Then there is a no use. Like there is a